Hi everyone, this workout segment is all about combining strength exercises with cardio exercises to create the ultimate fat shredding high intensity interval workout. All you need is some clear space around you as well as a weight plate to complete the workout. You can train with your workout buddy by alternating exercises, or you can train by yourself. We hope you enjoy this workout. Standing press and in and out squat combination for this exercise. So with your standing press, you want to make sure that your feet are at your shoulder width, knees are slightly bent, back's nice and neutral. As you pull the weight plate into your chest, keep your elbows tucked in by your side, and then try and extend all the way and put a little pause at the end of it, and that's really going to test your core. What we'll then do is switch it up and work your in and out squats. So just making sure you're jumping in with your feet together, and then jumping out into a nice deep squat. Now you want to make sure you're nice and light on your feet for this one and minimize any impact on your knees. Your turn to try this combination.
Let's go. Let's go.
nice tough combination for this exercise, guys. We're going to combine biceps curls with plyometric squats for this exercise. So starting with your bicep curls, just make sure your elbows are tucked in by your ribs and they're staying nice and stationary. Full range of movement without flicking the wrists, so making sure the wrist's staying perpendicular to your arm throughout the exercise. And then when we work the plyometric squats, make sure you're jumping up and then you're coming down, landing, and you continue to work your way down. We don't want that sudden jolt in the knees by stopping at the end of the jump. The only point where you stop will be at the bottom of the squat, and we're going to keep moving. This one's really going to get your heart rate up. Your turn to try this combination. let's take a quick rest break. If you have your water bottle with you, now's a great time to take a sip and replenish. Use your rest break to take some deep breaths and get your breathing pattern back under control. For this exercise, we're combining alternate lunges with twist hops. So just stepping back into those alternate lunges, make sure the weight plate is pressed up against your chest, and we're doing relatively lengthy lunges, just stepping straight back and just making sure you're controlling your foot position as you're landing. Now we're going to combine this with some twist hops. So basically just hopping with a twist side to side until it's time to go back into your strength exercise. Your turn to try this one. Deadlift and mountain climber combination for this exercise, guys. So starting your deadlift with your feet at shoulder width, maybe even marginally wider, and we're going to just drop all the way down. Now bend forward as you drop the plate down, but make sure your spine remains nice and neutral, and then come back up and pull back. You can push your hips forward a little to get that extra tension in the back for this one. And then what we'll do is we'll switch it up and work some mountain climbers. So as far as the mountain climbers are concerned, you want to stay nice and light on your back foot, and your front foot doesn't touch the floor. So you have to put ample weight on your arms in order to be able to support you while you're doing this exercise. Great combination for you guys to try. Let's do it now. Let's take a quick rest break. If you have your water bottle with you, now's a great time to take a sip and replenish. Use your rest break to take some deep breaths and get your breathing pattern back under control. For this exercise, we're combining a standing shoulder press with some high-paced squats. So start your shoulder press with your feet at shoulder width, knees slightly bent and your back protected. We're going to start with the plate at our chest, and then we're going to lift vertical all the way up and then bring it back down to your chest. When you switch to your high-paced squats, just make sure your feet remain at shoulder width. Keep your shin bones nice and vertical and then drop nice and low into those squats and come back up. You can use your hands for momentum, and let's try and keep a good pace throughout this one. Your turn to try this combination. This superset is a combination of Zurcher squats and jumping jacks. So start your Zurcher squats with your feet parallel at shoulder width, your shin bones nice and vertical, and we're holding the plate nice and tight against our body. Drop nice and deep into those squats until it's time to change and get into your jumping jacks. For the jumping jacks, try to stay nice and light on the ball of your foot to avoid any impact on your knees. Your turn to try this one.
Now that
Let's take a quick rest break. If you have your water bottle with you, now's a great time to take a sip and replenish. Use your rest break to take some deep breaths and get your breathing pattern back under control. Skull crusher and rookie push-up combination for this exercise. So with the plate resting on your forearm and holding the top of it with your hand, we're going to go into some skull crushers. Now you've got to make sure that your elbows remain nice and stationary for this exercise, and that your arms are pointing straight up, so you don't want your elbows too wide. Make sure that your back is nice and flat against the floor and you've got your knees bent to keep supporting your back. Then working the rookie push-ups. So these are basic push-ups from your knees. Now because they're quite simple, let's try and get as deep as you can with them, and let's try and keep a reasonable pace throughout this exercise. Your turn to try this combination. Good core combination for this exercise, guys. So we're combining X crunches with a weight plate abs tuck for this one. So starting with your abs tuck, hold the plate nice and vertical. You want to make sure you're extending your feet all the way until your knees are straight, and then try and pull them in as close to your chest as you can. Let's try to get full range of movement for this exercise if we can. Now, if your back troubles you a little bit, kick out higher rather than lower. So the lower you go, the more likely you are to arch up your back. So we want to try and avoid that and keep your back flat against the floor. For your X crunches, all you're doing is you're reaching for your opposite knee with the palm of your hand. Now you can see that my knees are at shoulder width, so by keeping them a little bit wider, you're forced to use your intercostals and your obliques for this exercise as well. So it's a nice fuller range abdominals and obliques exercise. Let's try this combination for yourself. Well done for getting through this challenging workout. Please take a few minutes to stretch and cool your body down before finishing. Comment and let us know what you thought of the workout, and remember to subscribe for your daily workout fix.